let's get back to our Onslaught series. Today we're going to be reviewing Pyro. You see Pyro there? Onslaught series. Let's take a look at the lineup once again. Pause that if you want to read it. Let's get him out of the pack and take a look. And there is Pyro out of the box. As again, with this entire series, you get this really cool backdrop. You know, it's a flame. You see a demon inside. It's kind of nice. I really like this backdrop. It's really cool. And you get a comic book, as you can see. Image of Pyro there. And assembly instructions for your Build-A-Figure. And this one came with two parts of the Build-A-Figure. Came with a way to attach the legs and this big shell here, which is also on a hinge. We're getting close, people. Real close. So now let's have a look at Pyro. One good thing is he stood right away out of the box. But, you know, there are some stiff joints on here. The foot was a little stiff, and so I had to kind of break that loose. I mean, he's got great paint. His face looks phenomenal. Paint lines on the eyes are really tight. You see the skin tone beneath his mask and the super white teeth. It really is a cool looking figure. I just think maybe, just a quick observation, should have did a little something different with the hair instead of making it look just like the mask. And I'll put him down here for a minute. I'll show you why I say that. Is if you see, you'll see the mask and his hair is clearly a different color. And I know I do have a variant here, but the hair should be a different color. It kind of gets lost inside the mask. So yeah, getting back, I mean, paint detail nice on the diamond there. It is nice paint, it really is. I mean, overall, from what I'm seeing, there's not a lot of paint apps here. It seems like there's multiple layers of plastic that are actually formed in that color. Legs are clearly cast in a yellow plastic. The boots are clearly cast in a red plastic. It's not paint. Feet are actually cast in what looks to be the same. Interesting enough, though, the rocker there looks like it is painted. We'll see what kind of paint lines we see when we start moving these joints around. Of course, then you have this like fire tank on his back that actually helps him generate the fire, I believe. I'm not too familiar with this character. He's in this in my collection because I needed those Build-A-Figure parts. However, he's a really cool looking figure. Now let's go through his articulation. It's a very stiff joint. It's been sitting in a package for 13 years. So let's see. You don't have much head movement. There's down. There's up. That's it. And it'll do 360. I don't know why you would want it to. Go back down to the shoulders. You get that far up, which is very impressive. You got a bicep cut, double jointed elbow, which is really nice. And we have a forearm cut there at the glove, hinged wrist, and articulated fingers. Well, I should point out 3 of these fingers are together, and there's like a trigger finger here that is not articulated. See that? That's what you get. Like he's pointing at you. I want you. So anyway, going down. You got an ab crunch, but you're gonna have trouble crunching this guy with this. Yeah, that's a no go. so I don't really know what the point is. So yeah, you have movement there, but that's hardly a posable crunch. One down the waist, no ratchet, just kind of swivels, but it is tight. Let's see, that much kick out on the leg, that's kind of Spider-Man style flexibility. And you should be able to move this guy. Oh, some of these things are so brutal. And you know, I'm beginning to realize why. I mean, this is supposed to swivel, but you can clearly see that there's paint in there, and this has been painted. And I just wonder if that has anything to do. There, that one actually moves back. Let's see. And then you got a double jointed knee. Down to the foot. Foot up, which is crazy. It looks like he's skiing. Put back, and you can clearly see there's a rocker in there. Let's see if there's a cut. There is a cut. There is a boot cut, but it's going to start looking goofy because of the top of the boot there, the shaft. And yeah, you can see that hinge has been painted. So I just moved it, and we lost some paint right there. I don't know why they just didn't mold that in red. And then as you can see, that there's molded out of the same color that is. And the arms, that's goofy to me. I don't know why they just wouldn't mold it in red. I mean, that's wild. Clearly see, the foot is molded in red, and the leg, the boot here is molded in red. This piece is molded in red. I just don't understand why they wouldn't not mold that hinge in red. Anyway, that's unsightly. Alright, well, and again, I'm coming up here, and it looks like these hinges here were actually molded in red and then painted. That is bizarre. So yeah, you know, I mean, he's a cool, flexible figure. Let's see how well he stands on his own without much assistance. You know. Yep, here we go. I guess I blew my load when I stood him the first time. Jeez. If I could just get these legs moving. Yeah. You know, I don't care how nice the paint job is. I mean, when you got to fight like that. You got to fight like that to get a figure to stand. That's just a big turnoff for me, you know. So, thumbs down on this figure. You should not fight to get these things to stand right out of the box. I mean, legs straight, body straight. Stand up. Anyway, just my 2 cents. Alright, so moving on. I can't wait to get to the Build-A-Figure. Hopefully I have more excitement over the Build-A-Figure than I do this. But, not a big fan. However, he does look cool standing in front of that flame board. Yeah. Anyway, again, I had to buy him to get the parts I needed for the Build-A-Figure. And so, yeah, necessary evil. Round and round we go with this. Thanks for watching.